call Newt Karako. I've called Newt Karako.
Kia ora.
Tēnā koe.
E mihi ati ka koe e te kai whakahaere. Huri no te whare nei e mihi ati ka koutou katoa. Mr Speaker, I want to address the 4 SOPs in the Māori Purposes Bill, committee stage, which propose amendments to this bill. So the first 3 SOPs, which the government will be supporting, are from the Honourable Tūroro Flavel. They are, Sir, the Te Rāroa Claims Settlement Act 2015, the Te Tūru Whenua Māori Act 1993, and the Māori Television Service Act 2003. Sir, the Te Rāroa Act, first of all, simply recognises the intention of the Te Rāroa iwi for the mandated iwi organisation status of the charitable trust, Te Runanga o Te Rāroa. And under the Māori Fisheries Act 2004, sir, this is to pass to the post-settlement governance entity, also called Te Runanga o Te Rāroa. Mr Chair, this change tidies up the issue and appropriately ensures that the Te Runanga o Te Rāroa's mandated iwi organisation status applies retrospectively. Sir, the second SOP is to the Te Tūru Whenua Māori Act 1993 and will ensure that smaller Māori corporations do not have the same onerous financial reporting requirements as large corporations. Our other legislation around financial reporting, sir, for charitable organisations recognises that different reporting requirements should apply to organisations of different sizes. And, sir, it's appropriate that this be reflected in the requirements for Māori organisations under Te Tūru Whenua Māori Land Act 1993. Sir, the third SOP is changes to the Māori Television Service Act 2003 and removes the soon-to-be redundant requirement for Māori television to set money aside, sir, for operating costs of Te Pūtahi Pauaho. Sir, Te Pūtahi Pauaho will soon be replaced by Te Matawai, which receives its funding directly from the government, and therefore, sir, this provision does not need to be transferred to the new entity. Mr Speaker, we have another SOP which addresses the primary purpose of this bill, the Māori Purposes Bill, and that, sir, is the changes being made to the Wipere Trust. Meka Whaitiri's SOP proposes to remove the part of this bill which clarifies, sir, the jurisdiction of the High Court and the Māori Land Court over the Wipere Trust and wants to return it, sir, to the status quo. Currently, the High Court and the Māori Land Court hold jurisdiction, but there's no clear demarcation of what the jurisdiction is that they actually hold. So this bill as drafted clarifies that the High Court has jurisdiction to settle disputes relating to the administration and governance of the trust and excludes the Māori Land Court from having that jurisdiction. So the argument that Meka Whaitiri has put forward in favour of her amendment is that the Māori Land Court has the appropriate expertise to deal with all of these matters. In one way, sir, she's right. The Māori Land Court has expertise in matters related to Māori freehold land. Now, this is why this bill, sir, still gives them jurisdiction over matters related to Māori freehold land. However, there are some other matters, sir, related to commerce, administration, sir, and governance, where the High Court has the appropriate expertise, particularly as the trust's assets, and this is a really important part of it, that the trust's assets are not just limited to Māori freehold land. So, sir, I would not expect to see many disputes related to the Wipere Trust ending up in the High Court. It's only very serious matters which cannot be resolved, sir, through the disputes process, and this is within the bill itself, that there would ever be the situation where it would end up actually in the High Court. But, sir, what is more important is determining where the appropriate expertise lies. And this bill, as currently drafted, clearly and correctly, sir, determines that the appropriate jurisdiction for the different types of issues which may require court proceedings under the Act. Sir, I just want to finish by saying that out of all of that, particularly the demarcation situation, the different roles of the Māori Land Court and also the High Court, It's very clear, sir, that it should not be changed. Mr. Speaker, Mr. Chair, Mr.
Nū
Chair.
Karako.
So therefore, sir, just very quickly, we cannot support the SOP of Meka Whaitiri. Kia ora.
I call Kelvin Davis.
Thank you, Mr.